Okay, so these guys, alright, as soon as these guys are in place, I'm going to tell my main army to stop worrying about this northern part of the front, which should give them more ability to maneuver and attack where they need to attack. I'll also give these guys an order to just take Cordoba. Center of gravity in the north, yeah. Okay. Ahead of time on that, ahead of time on computers, ahead of time on infantry weapons, ahead of time on support battalions. Don't really need any of that yet. Already researching doctrine, so I guess my next priority would be... I haven't completed the Special Forces Focus yet, but it gives a bonus to Marines 2. So I'll go ahead and get Marines 1 now, and then I'll use that research bonus to get Marines 2. So my plan is essentially to have an army of all Marines, because it costs a little bit more training and equipment, but they're actually better in every way than regular infantry. It's not like it's not actually a trade-off. It's just they're just better. I think maybe they have slightly lower HP, but other than that, it's a straight improvement for the most part. Okay. So yeah, you guys are pretty much in position. So I'm gonna go ahead and shrink the green front. So you're only concerned about this area. You guys are going to be assigned to this order. You guys are all... should already be assigned to this order. I'm keeping it on balanced urgency because it's not like I have a huge advantage with like armor and mechanized or anything. I still want to be a little bit careful about when and how I advance. But, yeah, I think this is going pretty well, considering they had a much larger army than us to start with. That still says they have a larger army than us. 30 to 48. I mean, they have at least the same size of army and potentially larger is what that means, so... Let's see if we can kind of outmaneuver them here. Man, it takes so long to get across rivers in the jungle. It makes sense. It's just kind of frustrating sometimes. It's like, geez, how long is it going to take? Wonder if they will... So Mar del Plata is worth 1 victory point. Cordoba is worth 1. So yeah, it's going to be pretty much just grabbing land is what we have to do at this point to force a capitulation. Doing really well though. I think we have a huge tech edge, and that's really what's helping us. And probably better division design. I would be going for more envelopments, but man, it's just you move so slowly in this, you know, jungle environment that it's tough to pull anything like that off. Mar del Plata is going to be ours. That's going to lose them an airfield and a naval base and a city to gain supplies from. I can't imagine they have a lot of places to pull supplies from at this point. They've got to be just running very, very low on supply regions. in general. They're probably having to ship most of their supplies from Cordoba, and we've captured the industrial area around Buenos Aires, so they probably don't have a lot of factories producing stuff either. Let's go ahead and reassign the order for these guys. I don't really want to attack into the mountains yet, so let's call it. We'll fight along this river, and we'll try to capture up to here. That seems like a pretty realistic goal for this stage of the war. We mainly just don't want to get pushed back. We want to stay on the offensive. Oh yeah, our doctrine is probably vastly superior to theirs too. That's also probably a big part of why we're doing as well as we are. Could be microing more again, but we're doing well enough that I'm not feeling like I need to micro as much as I had to. See, as you can see, the casualty ratio is starting to skew even more in our favor. It's going to be 3-to-1 pretty soon. They're getting more worn down. They have less places to pull supplies from. We're constantly on the attack. Can't really crack this area up here. That's slightly annoying, but we're making gains, and we're making them at the rate that we need to be making them without really losing ground, so I'm fairly happy with how this is going so far. Definitely parts of the line where we could be doing some optimization and some micro, but we'll really need to do that. Oh shoot, and I've got all kinds of like free military factories and everything. Let's start building some planes. Interwar fighters are not great, but special forces, modified government. We need a tank designer. Armor company, generic armor company. Generic armor company is always there for you when you need them. Yes, generic armor company, Brazil's premier tank manufacturer. Thanks, armor company. Let's adjust this line just a little bit. So I really want to focus my good divisions on... Yeah, we'll leave a little bit of overlap. The provinces where they are needed most. They're doing a lot of suicidal counterattacking. It's kind of helping us out a lot. And yeah, if we can get an envelopment here, that would be excellent. I'm pretty sure they're fighting... Well, they're not completely out of supply everywhere, so... They're getting supplies from somewhere. Oh, come on. Come on, one time. Oh, man. This is going to be awesome if we can get this envelopment. No, not as awesome, because now they're managing to pull a lot of people out of here. This is why it might be beneficial to us in the future to get, like, some motorized. Yeah, we completely missed out on the envelopment. Partly because our main assault was too successful, but... Yeah, if we had had, like, maybe 1 or 2 motorized divisions that could have just slipped in there and completed the envelopment, we could have done some serious havoc. Attacking into jungle, it's often minimizes the usefulness of stuff like that. But Cordoba's only worth 1 victory point, so I'm not worried too much about pushing for that. Although it would help us cut off their supplies even more. I think that might be the only victory point they still have. And they've got a port, one port down here. Do we have any more guys that are trained and ready? Yeah, let's go ahead and let's order the attack on Cordoba and just see how far they get. They're actually doing really well. Maybe because they haven't been fighting as much as the rest of my army and they've got more organization to work with. And planning bonus. That can't be discounted. Special Forces focus is completed. What do we have left? Oh, we can get technology sharing now. Apparently, Paraguay does have 50 factories. Maybe. Or maybe I misread the requirements on that. Any country is in faction with Brazilian Socialist Republic, more factories than 50. That might be a bug. I don't think I should be allowed to select that when my research partner is Paraguay, but... Oh, why did you leave a hole in the line? Guys. You don't just leave holes in the line. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. This is war. We're still winning pretty handily. Approaching 4-to-1 casualties. Taking Cordoba. How much do they actually have left? 93% towards capitulation. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so you guys are just holding Cordoba. Holding the line in and around Cordoba. Not giving you any attack orders. Whereas, Dutra's boys are gonna do the heavy lifting for the rest of the war. Can we sneak a guy down here to take this port? Because that would probably end it. These divisions, these Type 1 must have artillery, because they're doing a lot more soft attack than those guys we were fighting at the very beginning. Yeah, I don't want you guys really attacking into the mountains, though. That's gonna ruin our awesome casualty ratio. Bases in low supply. Oh, it's an air base. Yeah, I'm not worried. And this is actually where making my divisions lighter is helping me out, because when we run into a low supply area, it doesn't stop us in our tracks. Just because we use very lightweight divisions. Okay, is there anywhere we can do like a quick advance? Hills, hills, hills. Or it's desert, actually. This would actually be the best place to attack at this point. Let's give our smaller army an order to advance up that way. It'll be hard fought, but I think we can secure a victory, especially once we get these guys fully reinforced. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel a couple of infantry lines because apparently don't have the equipment. We're now running low on infantry equipment, so that could potentially pose a problem if the war goes on for too much longer. And that's raw infantry equipment, too. So it's not just that we're missing It's not just that we're missing good infantry equipment, it's that we have guys that don't have guns. About 2,000 of them and dropping rapidly. So, construction. No, I don't want you to be building just infrastructure. Come on. You know better than that. Let's put some more military factories in the Sao Paulo region. Okay. That was a case of me screwing up my industry micro. Paraguay, no, we got this. We got this, guys. Don't worry. We actually don't need your help. Spreading the glorious workers' revolution across South America. How close are they to capitulating? Come on. 98%. I'm just going to order everyone to just push forward one province from where you're standing. Let's end this fast. Even if you're in kind of a tactically shitty situation. Just move up, move up, move up. They cannot hold out much longer. I think the casualty ratio is probably, yeah, it's flipped. Well, it's flipped back closer to 3-to-1, which makes sense because we're fighting them in, we're attacking into some pretty terrible terrain, but and they are actually holding us off in areas. Yeah, I think it's more or less done at this point. That's their last port, so they won't have anywhere to launch ships from. They won't be able to get any supplies from overseas. Got it! Alright. We're gonna take all states. Done. Alright. So the Brazilian Socialist Republic has annexed Argentina. Our little buddy Paraguay has joined our faction. We didn't really lose that much manpower in that war. We did go into a deficit on infantry equipment, which is a little bit annoying. Oh, I've got available planes and reserves too. Let's go ahead and expand the size of this air wing to... How much can this hold? 400? So that'll use up our planes in reserve. Make sure our industry looks good. And yeah, I think we should have gained a lot of factories from that. We have a lot of free... We should have a lot of free military factories. Really? We didn't? Maybe we need to wait like a week or a day for it to kick in. National Focus canceled. Well, I think it was a bug that we were able to select it in the first place, so... Yeah, we'll just go for aviation effort. I'm gonna wait until the day clicks over. Did I really not get access to their factories? Oh, maybe they're all broken? I don't know. We'll figure out what happened next time. I think I'm going to go ahead and call that the end for this stream. Probably go after... Chile, Bolivia are despicable neutrals. Peru is still fascist. Venezuela is still fascist. And in terms of infrastructure... We have a highway to attack any of our northern neighbors at this point, because we've built up our infrastructure. The Great Amazon Highway will allow us to attack into all these areas. So I think I'll go after the neutral and the fascist nations first, and then I'll start attacking the democratic ones, because obviously they're despicable capitalists. But the fascists and the neutrals need to go first. And we are well on our way to having a grand South American workers' paradise with our little buddy Paraguay. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and if you missed any part of this, it will be up on YouTube before too long. And follow at Loresworn Order on Twitter. Loresworn.com is our website to find out when the next time that we'll be streaming this is. Probably mid-late next week would be my estimation, because I definitely want to continue this file and see how far we can go. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm AsaTJ, ASATJ, or as they say in the military phonetic alphabet, Alpha Sierra Alpha Tango Juliet. And I will also post on there whenever we decide to stream this next. Let us know what you think on Twitter, in the comments, all that good stuff. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy things like this, and we will see you guys next time.